So these are always fun discussion videos. Don't look at me this way too soon. So hello and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. Now discussion video. I believe this is the 10th one, I believe. And yeah, I want to give a quick shout out before we get started, because I want to give a shout out to another YouTuber here on YouTube, who's very, very good when it comes to Beatles and solo Beatles stuff. One of the best, if not the best, and that is John Heaton. Hello Buzz, he wants to come alive. I've tried to blanket over him, but anyway. He made a video on this topic, which was really captivating and I found very interesting. And I wanted to put my 2 cents on it as well, even though I'm not going to be able to add much more than what he did because he done it so well. But anyway, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my opinion out there on this. So the discussion video is what's happening with the Paul McCartney reissues, which is something which I've really been into. I love the archives. Paul McCartney is my favourite artist to collect, I'd say, along with Eric Clapton and David Bowie. So it's a big deal what's happening at the minute with his reissues, and what direction are we going? Because a lot of people are still holding out hope for the archive series, even though at the minute we are not getting any archives at the minute. It looks like they're going down this coloured vinyl route and single black vinyl edition albums at the minute. So I'm going to put my 2 cents out there at the minute. We're going to start right from the beginning. We're going to have a look at the archives, work our way forward all the way to what happened last year with the reissues and talk about the upcoming reissues as well. To the archives, for those of you who don't know, this is what the archive series was. Pretty bog standard CD releases. You'd get a single CD release, or you get a double CD release. It was absolutely beautifully done. I love this little strip they done on the side. It looks so classy. I know some people didn't like it. I did. I thought it looked classy. I thought it was nice. They're really beautifully done, repackaged fantastically. You know, you've got these nice little digipacks, a little book. There's your CDs. The remastering on these was fantastic. It was absolutely perfectionly done. It was probably the best remastering I've heard after Led Zeppelin, which I believe John also said, so I agree there. It's the best remastering job I've heard since Led Zeppelin. So yeah, it was really nice because you get a bonus CD. I mean, the Ram one actually had my favourite bonus CD in, so it's a good job I pulled Ram out here to look at. I mean, if you look at the bonus CD, you can see a whole bunch of extra tracks there alongside the actual album itself, which was fantastic. And then you could get all of that on a 2LP 180 gram vinyl set as well, which also has the nice little strip. Really, really beautiful covers, colorized really well. You'd get all the bonus stuff as well, which was fantastic. Because I remember when I bought my first archive vinyl, I thought they would have just split the album onto 2 vinyls to get, you know, because some people say it makes the sound quality better, and it probably does, you know, thicker grooves. But no, so to my surprise, they actually did chuck the bonus stuff on the second vinyl, which I think was fantastic. Beautifully packaged, fantastic inner sleeves with nice picture artworks. And then if you were lucky enough and were rich enough, you could afford to get the boxes. I couldn't afford to get them all, but I got a few. And I did get Ram because it was one of my favourites. You know, you get this beautiful box, nice cover, nice material. Just really, really beautiful looking. And you'd open it up and you have all these goodies waiting for you inside. Oh, there we go. I've done that wrong. I'm not going to lie, this is the first time I've opened this in ages. So, what did you get in the round one? You got a nice big thick book. Each one's different. Some wouldn't come with as much stuff. Another book. Just nice photos. Oh, is that the pure McCartney photo? I like that. That just come in the back of it. Photos, I think, in here. I think you get some lyrics in here. You've got all these other bits as well. You got a nice. This is the lyric one, I'm pretty sure. You get that with all the lyrics in. You get this, which is very pointless, but all of Paul's Rams. And then in here you get the actual CD itself. You get card, download code. What? There's 2 download codes in here. Fair enough. What else is available in the archives? So then you get the album, the bonus CD, which of course I have already in there. You get remastered mono, which is nice. Oh God, there's another one. Thrillington. So we'll come back to this. You've got Thrillington remastered in there. And then you've got the bonus film, which I have not watched, even though I've owned this box for a good 2 years now. And none of it wants to go back in now, which is also fantastic. So yeah, the box sets are really nicely done. They're not all this nice. They're not all this jam-packed. But there are ones with less stuff in than these as well. So the box sets were really varied. They were not consistent in terms of packaging, which was not very good. They didn't look great on the shelf if you had a bunch of them together. But anyway, so we got McCartney, Ram, Band on the Run, Wings at the Speed of Sound, Venus and Mars, Wings Over America, McCartney 2, Tug of War, and Pipes of Peace, all in the archive. And Flowers in the Dirt. Nearly missed Flowers in the Dirt. That would have been embarrassing. All in the archive series. Before Paul McCartney changed record label, he went back to Capitol, which I think is much better, because I really feel like Capitol will push him more to do more albums and stuff, even though so far we literally got nothing. We have got a couple things since he moved to Capitol, and that is Capitol put out all of those albums which I just listed, which got archive releases, as these first set of coloured vinyls. You know, there were coloured vinyl variants which were limited, even though you can still get them on his website, and black vinyl, which were popping up everywhere on Amazon, eBay, you name it, they were there. And I understand why Capitol did that. They put that out because obviously money grab. Capitol are going to make more money on that than what they would on these old archives. However, the bonus material was gone. It's just non-existent. The colour vinyls are an extra £5 each. So then it's the question, do I go with black vinyl or do I want to go with the colour vinyl? The little strips were gone. There's no archive influences here at all. And plus, with those albums they put out last year, they were the exact same remasters as what the archives got. There was no new remastering there, which is why I didn't buy them, because I've bought all of the archive vinyls. I don't have all the boxes and CDs, but I have all the vinyls. And I really felt like there was no need for me to buy Ram on yellow vinyl, because it's the exact same sound that I already have here. So I didn't buy them ones. And now they've announced another 4, which I'll get into in a minute. And now they've announced another 4. It pretty much clarifies in my head that the archive series is done. Why do I believe the archive series is done? Number one, I don't really feel like Capitol want to go there. It's from Paul's previous record label. 2, I don't believe that the archive series is going to work for every album. It will work for some, like Red Rose, Back to the Egg, it would work fantastically for. I think it would have worked brilliantly, and people are really going to disagree with me here, for a Press to Play era album. Not that Press to Play was, you know, in any rush to get remastered, probably. It still probably isn't. But, you know, there was another album around the same time, which apparently Paul was making, like songs like Beautiful Night were actually originally meant to be on a late 80s album. So I bet there's some hidden recordings out there which could work great there. And there's some other good examples which I'm sure people are going to let me know about in the comments, as to what would have worked well with archives. But not all of his albums would have. Plus, the archive series was only doing 1 album at a time. Sometimes they do 2 together, but like Ram come out on its own, Wings Over America come out on its own, Flowers in the Dirt come out on its own. So they were a very slow progress. So I am pleased that they're putting a couple out. You know, we got 4 this time, which is really good. I'm really happy for that. So yeah, there's a number of reasons why they're pointing towards the archive series is done in my head. I really felt like one of these albums would have been on the archive series of the new four, and that's Chaos. I thought that would have made a good archive. But anyway, in my head now, it pretty much clarifies that we're not going to get any more archives, which in a way I am fine with. I'm upset that we didn't get a complete Wings archive discography. You know, I would have loved to have got Wildlife, Red Rose, London Town, and Back to the Egg with this nice strip, and just had them all on the shelf here. You can see my archives just here, and you can see how nice they all look actually on the spines together. They look beautiful. But anyway, I do believe the archive series is done. Now let's have a look at the upcoming 4 archive releases, because I'm actually very excited about these, because it's the first time on vinyl for a lot of these songs to be remastered. But I also do feel that they've cheated a bit. Well, not cheated, they've been a bit lazy. So the first one up is Thrillington, which I am very lucky to have an original copy of. But I love Thrillington. I think it's a great listen. Every time I put it on, I really get into it. Probably because I'm such a fan of Ram. I think Ram is a fantastic album. And hearing Thrillington, it's great. However, this album has been remastered. I just showed you in the box. So I'm going to take a guess and say they took that exact CD and I've just pressed it to vinyl. Which is fine, because I'm happy. I'm going to have a nice sounding copy of this on vinyl. Don't get me wrong, my original sounds good. It's in good condition. But, you know, remastered, it's always better, sound quality wise. I love the marble vinyl colour they've gone with. I can't wait to get it. It's going to be really nice. So yeah, Thrillington, it's a very interesting choice. And when I saw Thrillington, it made me happy, because it kind of puts in my head that things like the Fireman albums might get reissued. Again, I do have the Fireman albums, but I think for other people out there, it's going to be fantastic for them to finally hear Rushes and Strawberry Ocean, Ships, Forests, or whatever it's called, because they are very interesting listens. And it gives me hope that albums like Twin Freaks might also be put out as reissues, because I really enjoy Twin Freaks. So yeah, I think that Thrillington has given me hope for the future. Again, an album like Et Cor Meum, another one where McCartney he composed Et Cor Meum. I know he just produced this one, but he composed an album called Et Cor Meum in 2008, I believe, and it is so good. I'd love to have it on vinyl, but unfortunately there's only a CD at the minute. So this album does give me hope for the future of McCartney Reissues. The next one up is Wings' Greatest, which has been a lot of confusion. A lot of people have been like, why are you doing this? I completely get it. There are no cheap compilations out there of Paul McCartney or Wings in terms of reissues new vinyl. Because here in the UK, and I know that there are still old record shops about, if you go into London or Liverpool, and in America I know there's lots of old record shops still about, but the main people my age and people who are just getting into vinyl, they'll go into HMV. People who are into collecting new vinyl, they're going to go into HMV, these big, you know, even Tesco's, which is our equivalent of Walmart, has recently started stocking vinyl. This is going to be all over them shops. That's why they're reissuing this one. It's a cheap, quick way to sell Paul McCartney hits. I get why they're doing it. I'm surprised they've done this over All the Best, because I think All the Best is a better compilation. But then again, that is a 2 LP set. Cheaper. It's a single LP set here. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure every song on here has been remastered before, because Another Day, obviously, is on the bonus CD for Ram. Silly Love Songs is Wings Over America. Wings Over America, Wings at the Speed of Sound. Live and Let Die is on the Pure McCartney compilation. Junior's Farm is on the Pure McCartney compilation. With a little luck, I'm pretty sure is on the Pure McCartney collection. Band on the Run is obviously on Band on the Run. Uncle Albert, obviously Ram. Hi Hi Hi. This might be the first time Hi 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 is getting remastered. Junior's Farm, sorry, I don't think that was on Pure McCartney. That was on the bonus for Venus and Mars, I believe. Let 'Em In, Wings at the Speed Sound, My Love, dead certain that was on Pure McCartney. I should have bought my Pure McCartney box set over here so I could look at them. Jet, Band on the Run, Mullikintyre has to be on Pure McCartney, surely. So Greatest Hits, there's not much new stuff there, I'm not going to lie. It's just going to be fun to own it on blue vinyl, I think. I think that's it. It's in terms of people who are buying it remastered on black vinyl, hey, you're going to have a great sounding, nice, easy compilation of McCartney and Wings. But There's no point buying it on black vinyl if you already have the original, I'd say, because I'm sure you already have these remasters in the pure McCartney box set and elsewhere. I think the only reason to buy it, unless you're like just getting into collecting records and just getting into Paul McCartney, is to get the blue one for the collectability. So the next one up, of course, is the big one. This is the one everyone's excited about. I'm excited for as well. Chaos of Creation in the Backyard. You know, again, lucky enough to have an original copy. But I hate playing it. I hate going near it because it's so valuable and I just want to wear cotton gloves every time I touch it. It's going to be fantastic for people to finally get this album. Some people, it's going to be their first time, because I know that there's some people out there who just collect records, which is great. It's fantastic. And it's going to be their first time hearing this album. And you're going to love it. This is possibly my favourite McCartney album. It is so good. So I'm really excited for people to hear it. It's going to be on gold vinyl as well if you're going to get the coloured one, which I think is awesome. Yeah, it doesn't really need remastering, but I think it's great that people are finally going to be able to get that one on vinyl. So I really don't have much to say about Chaos, because I am very, very pleased they're doing it. And I have high hopes that they're going to do Memory Almost Full, Driving Rain, and Flaming Pie as well. And, you know, Run Devil Run I think would be a good one as well, because I think that album needs remastering. Run Devil Run would be a good one. And then another very controversial one, people are very umming and ahhing over this one, is New, which, you know, again, I was a bit like, does this need remastering? Are they even going to try to remaster it? So far, the only album here they've actually had to remaster is Chaos, and they probably didn't even have to do much to it. So yeah, anyway, it's going to be, again, kind of the same as Wings Greatest. If you're going to buy this remastered, you got to go with the colour one, because there's no other reason, there's no reason to get the black one, just if you already own this. So yeah, it looks fantastic on the pink transparent vinyl. It's going to be really nice to own. Again, can't wait to get it. It's going to be really nice. And I'm sure, you know, if you've got a good enough system and you put the remastered new on, you are going to get a slightly better sound quality. But yeah, anyway, I'm very excited about the upcoming 4. I mean, I feel like it's a bit of a cop-out on a couple, because Frillington's obviously been done. Wings Greatest has obviously been done. And I feel like they probably didn't need to do much to Chaos, and especially New. However, it's going to be fun to own them on colour vinyl. It's going to be nice to have even better sounding copies of these albums. It's going to be great to have a good sounding copy of Thrillington. Again, you know, not trying to bash the original, because it does sound good, but have a really nice, crispy sound quality to that one. And yeah, what's my hope for the future of Paul McCartney's reissues? Well, I am certain the archives are done. It'd be nice if they went back and done the 4 remaining Wings ones, just so we could have a nice Wings complete archive collection. But I'm very confident that's not going to happen. So I really like the idea that they're chucking in studio albums and doing some random albums as well, because we get 2 studio albums, a compilation, and a composed, produced album. Yeah, so I think what would be nice is if he'd done Et Cormium next, or another orchestrated one, maybe Standing Stone, because that's the only album from Paul I'm really missing on vinyl now. So if he'd done Standing Stone, but that's a box, so I'm really doubtful. I think we're more likely to get Et Cormium. It'd be nice if he'd done a live album as well. I think if he was going to do a live album, I reckon he'd go with Tripping the Live Fantastic Highlights, because it's single vinyl. It's nice and cheap. I'd love it if he'd done Good Evening New York City, because, again, it's triple vinyl, so I doubt he's going to do that one. But I'd love to finally own that on vinyl. Studio album-wise, again, love for him to do any, really. I'd be over the moon with any studio album from Paul getting remastered. I'd love to get any of the 4 remaining Wings ones. I think he'll do one next, because surely people must be listening to us Beatles, Paul McCartney fans, and we're all crying out for those other Wings albums. But I think he'll probably only do one next, which is fine. Just do one at a time and give us some other random bits and bobs. I quite like that. I got a feeling he'll do an 80s one next. I've got a gut feeling, give my regards to Broad Street, might be coming up, because was a #1 album, and it had a lot of Beatles covers on. Some people really dig it. Yeah, again, it'd be nice if they'd done like Run Devil Run, because I think that needs remastering, or Flaming Pie, for the same reasons that they're doing Chaos. I think that'd be great. But anyway, so I am excited for the new Paul McCartney reissues. There was a lot of confusion last year when all these coloured ones come out. Are they going to go back to archives? Is this just a thing? It looks like it isn't just a thing. It looks like this is the way they're going. They're going to do these colour vinyls. But I really like how weird and surprising this list was. I mean, I wasn't over the moon with these 4 albums in terms of the announcement of them. Like New and Wings Greatest, I was coming in. I was kind of umming and ahhing over. Chaos and Threnington, over the moon with. Really happy with them too. But I have pre-ordered all 4 on colour vinyl. It's been over a year since we got a new McCartney reissue, so it is very exciting. I'm getting all swept up in it. You know, I just done my review on London Town. I've been all into McCartney at the minute because of this announcement. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting, I think, to see what comes next. I'm already looking forward to what ones he's gonna announce after these. I know it's probably gonna be like another 6 months or so before we get another announcement of anything else, but like, it's just exciting that anything could come now, not just studio albums. We could get a compilation, I really love that he's doing orchestrated stuff. I think that's awesome. Or we could get a live album compilation. We could get anything at the minute, and McCartney has a huge back catalogue of not only studio albums but compilations, live albums, orchestrated stuff. So it is very exciting that we're getting all these random bits and bobs. Like, another good orchestrated one, just thought of it, would be The Family Way. I know they did it for Record Store Day, but at the minute they like going with stuff that they've technically already remastered, so that would probably work well for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if Family Way does come up. But anyway, guys, that is it. I've rambled for so long now. Oh my god, look at it. We're coming up to the 25-minute mark. I do apologise. I just wanted to put my opinion out there because I've seen a lot of people here in the BC talking about these reissues. And again, I want to give a shout out to John Heaton because he done a very, very good video covering them. And I hope I've done a good job here as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments below whether you're excited for these, whether you're going to get them, whether you'd rather the archives come back, even though I'm pretty sure I know the answer to that one already. And let me know what albums you're hoping to come up next. I think that's a good question. What ones do you think are going to come up after these 4? I know it's too early to think about that, but I'm getting excited thinking about it. I can't lie, just because of the randomness of it. It's fantastic. But anyway, as always, thank you for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message, and I'll see you guys next time for another video.